Abusia, eti by this time the office of the Attorney General and the staff ye ready akosia Madam Tamekloe Sedinam. In fact, and cry ye for US HS say the US for abie kwan say Madam Tamekloe obetimi aba back to Ghana. Now back Ghana abusia SMP ebesia ma no ankasa no na wo be che no e wo mbra kwan so. Abusia bedom asuko aha authentic press studios. Make sure so be like you subscribe you na share ama fofo so nya bi Ashe. It is the same no the extradition no first one abeba so na nia Ghana for ehwehwe say US for be extradition no former finance minister Ken Ofowi ata ba say the lipa obedi kan aba say be extradition no e dey aba Ghana no former MASLOC boss say friend Madam Sedinam Tamekloe. In fact, say no, ya de ne beba. Abusia, mo be kaya. It was in the year 2024. April mu onom. E na say, e beto abonti say, yes say o my investigation. Ama say, okwa MASLOC. E honom sector honom na corruption bi akoso na say, ye hwehwem mu no. Na ye say, boss so wo honom a ye friend Madam Sedinam. Eni mu bi. E ma say di mu sa me kopie mu court. E ma Accra High Court edi asem no. Or sentence former MASLOC boss say a friend of Madam Sedinam Tamekloe. Or sentence no 10 years in prison. Every say the first time we are going to jail a politician and I say a government appointee. But anche any say Madam way or the entire dome US. Emma say no Ghana has a letter they come US embassy and I say US for say or more extraditing no. It's enough for all this one, no. It will process much as the US for working out things and a bear. Mammy, a bit me extradited to area about Ghana. I'm not facing the charges. Ebushie say senate as a kelo for yata case no and there wasn't dino. Now some for agony efiso. And the NHS nyanti yes US for finally or my release Madam Sedinam Tamekloe say Umbra Ghana. No me facing the charges.
The United States court has ordered the extradition of former MASLOC chief executive officer Sedinam Tamekloe to Ghana to serve a 10-year sentence for multiple counts of financial crimes, including stealing and causing financial loss to the state. The decision delivered by a magistrate judge in Nevada follows Ghana's former extradition request to us and marks a key development in long-running efforts to bring her back to face punishment under Ghanaian law. The court ruled that its jurisdiction over the extradition case and over the accused person and confirmed that the extradition treaty between the United States and Ghana remains valid and enforceable. Member of our Legal Affairs Desk, Fatau Bayaga, joins us live with more. Thanks for joining us, Fatau. Now, can you briefly take us through the background to this case and what really led to the extradition proceedings in the United States?
Yes, Sheila, the case against former MASLOC Chief Executive Officer Sedinam Tamekloe stems from financial crimes committed during her tenure at the Microfinance and Small Loans Center. She was investigated by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, over alleged financial irregularities, including causing financial loss to the state and breaches of procurement laws involving public funds. So, Sheila, in 2024, an Accra High Court convicted her in absentia on multiple counts and sentenced her to 10 years imprisonment with hard labor after she reportedly left the country and did not return for sentencing. So following the conviction, Ghana initiated extradition procedures through formal diplomatic and legal channels to have her return from the United States to serve her sentence. Sheila.
So then what does this ruling by the United Court mean in practical terms? Is her extradition formalized, would you say?
Yes, so Sheila, the ruling by the U.S. court means Ghana has succeeded at a key stage of the extradition process, but it is not necessarily automatic. So in the extradition case or in extradition cases, particularly in the United States, a court's approval is typically followed by administrative and executive steps. So it includes certification by the U.S. Secretary of State before the person is physically surrounded. Now, there may also be some legal avenues such as appeals or habeas corpus applications by the affected person, which can delay the process. So while the ruling, Sheila, is a major step forward, her actual transfer to Ghana may still depend on the completion of these remaining legal and diplomatic procedures.
And she returns to serve a 10-year term here in Ghana.
Yes.
Hello, Fatah, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. So, and she's coming down to serve a 10-year term here in Ghana, right?
Yes.
Well, then what does this ruling by the U.S. So then authorities are in Ghana now. So in Ghana now, we automatic that there are further legal processes or possible appeals that could delay her return. Fatal, did you get that?
Sheila. Hello?
Hello, Fatal, did you get that?
Please come again.
Now, so as I asked earlier, what does this ruling by the U.S. court mean in practical terms? And is extradition to Ghana now automatic? Or are there further legal processes or possible appeals?
Yes, so actually this case strengthens Ghana's use of international legal cooperation to enforce criminal convictions beyond its borders. So, in fact, it signals that Ghana can successfully pursue extradition of convicted persons who flee or remain abroad after sentencing, especially in financial crime cases involving state funds. So it also reinforces the principle that conviction in a competent court can form a strong basis for extradition requests under international treaties. So more broadly, Sheila, it serves as a warning that leaving the jurisdiction does not necessarily shield individuals from serving sentences, particularly where countries maintain extradition cooperation agreements.
Now we energy say Ghana for HM say finally no, at least say anya kenufu yata krampuna, at least we have Madam Sedinam Tamekloe. You know, I can say you better say yes, Madam Abedu Airport. And I know say by this time the Oko Attorney General Officer, I'm prepare, man welcome, address new kika but after that, you know, because no already know, I can't high courts, Eddie can sentence, you know, 10 years in prison, and that is when this will Johnny Koshe US. And to send your bar, you have found court to be more straightforward. Baby, Okwako 7 jail sentence, you know. I want and I just said, authentic press studios, make sure so well like US, we are now share.